Tone at the top encompasses the ethical standards to which CEOs hold themselves accountable for results. Corporate culture includes how employees conduct the business of the organization and how they treat each other. And when you're hiring people to come into your organization and they're doing their due diligence, they're going to ask about the culture. They want to know if people are backstabbing each other. They want to know if people are supportive of each other, if they work in teams, if they work collaboratively. And the best people are going to go to those kind of organizations. And so if you don't have the kind of organization that you would want to join, you better create it and change people. And those people that you can't change, get rid of them, because they're poison. They're a cancer to the organization. You'll never attract great people, and you'll never achieve great results. So without the right tone and culture, your employees will not have the right ethical compass to guide their own behavior. Someday your organization could face legal liability, reputational risk, without this ethical compass. The last thing you want is for your employees and your organization to be front page news for something negative that occurred, or to be blasted across social media, which of course everybody knows can happen within minutes and an hour across the world, for something that people think that you've done. Perhaps not, but it doesn't matter. Once it's out there, it's out there. And so you have to be very, very careful about how you manage risk and how you manage your image. So there's a big difference between compliance and ethics. Of course, you want to be compliant with the laws that govern the operation of your organization. However, you also need to go above compliance and operate ethically. Your employees will sleep better, and your organization will be the ones that others want to deal with. And so if you're the leader and you're doing a lot of gray things, you got to better believe that everybody within the organization knows exactly what's going on, and when the feds come a knocking, they're the first ones lining up to turn state's evidence. And so you want to operate properly, you want to be transparent, and you want everybody to know that you're going to do the right thing, even if it costs you money. We did a lot of things my first year as CEO that cost us a lot of money, but it was the right thing to do. It formed the basis from which to move forward. So when I became CEO of the company, we had been on a plateau at $23 million in earnings. 9 of that 23 was with one customer who didn't like our pricing, and they threatened to bring in our competition from Europe to be their supplier. So we had to cut the price of our product. So that $9 million disappeared very quickly within 2 months of me becoming CEO. So the board wanted us to get off the plateau at $23 million in earnings, but we started from 14. Well, in 5 years, we went from 14 to 43 million in earnings during the 2000 to 2004 period, those 5 years, which included 9/11, and it included the terrible recession of 2002. And we did it by having the right tone at the top and the right culture. And so I sit on a lot of boards, and we evaluate the CEO's performance each year. And most of the board members, in fact, every board member wants to look at the financial results. I say we need to look at that. We also need to look at the tone at the top of the CEO and the culture that's within the company. And I get questioned by these guys. My experience says that if the tone isn't right and the corporate culture isn't right, or the organizational culture isn't right, things are going to come crashing down at some point. So I think it's the most important thing you can evaluate a leader on. Tone at the top, organizational culture, and of course results. But the results will not be sustainable if the tone and the culture is not correct.